all these people, all these Asian people, just like all around, and I'm like, wow, like this is ridiculous. Like you should not like calling the other Chinatown like Chinatown is like kind of an insult to this whole spot.
I agree.
To all of Flushing. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So the architecture was amazing. All these stores, I popped into a couple of these anime stores, and then they had a Japanese arcade, but
That was cool.
it was super cool.
But we were there for one reason.
We were there for one reason and one reason only.
What was that reason?
I just traveled 2,500 miles to visit the #1 video game cafe. Hey guys, I just traveled 2,500 miles to visit my favorite video game themed cafe. And it was the Angry Birds Cafe.
And to see your friend Matthew.
And visit Matthew.
Yeah.
but also the Angry Birds Cafe.
Oh yeah. Well, that takes priority, obviously.
Same level.
Okay. All right.
But no. So we went to the Angry Birds Cafe, and there were lots of Angry Birds paraphernalia, all this merchandise you can buy. I got the Angry Burger, and a cappuccino,
Yeah.
and the Terrence shortcake.
Yeah, a little shortcake tart.
It's pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a pretty good price, considering I paid $10 for 4 strawberries. So
Yeah, compared to $10 for 4 strawberries, pretty, The Angry Burger was like $11, which is fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. That's fine.
yeah, but made me kind of angry that it wasn't even that good, to be honest.
Yeah, I got the best thing on the menu.
Oh, he did.
I got the mango sago coconut milk.
What'd you order?
I got the mango sago coconut milk. Oh,
Is it good?
it's actually pretty good.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
It's pretty
What does it have to do with Angry Birds?
Mango is yellow, and there's a yellow Angry Bird.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which is basically just like coconut milk
So
with little
good.
mango bits and like little foam and
It's so
yeah,
good.
yeah. I basically like it, if it was a competition, which it wasn't. I won.
Yeah. He definitely won. He got one thing, and I was like, why is this better than like everything I got? Cause it was just that good, right? I literally was having. I was like, wait, this is like, if this was in any other cafe, like I would order this like 100% of the time.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
So yeah, we checked out the Angry Birds Cafe.
Did some photo ops.
Oh,
took
yeah.
some cool little pictures.
Took some funny videos. Hopefully,
Yes.
I will have edited the video by the time this podcast comes out, and you can check it out on my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but there was an experience that like I was like, oh hell no,
Tell me about that.
oh hell no. So we're at the Angry Birds Cafe, and like I'm looking at the little plushies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to Matthew. I'm like, I don't think our cashier knows anything about Angry Birds. And then he was like, why should that be a requirement? And I was like, if you're at the Angry Birds Cafe, I want you to know a little bit about the franchise, or at least like it a little.
No.
I'm a fan of Angry Birds, so maybe that's why I'm just like a little bit more needy. I have a bit higher expectations, so yeah. So anyways, so I'm talking, so I'm like, okay, so let me look at this other merchandise. And then another of the workers, like the only other person working there, he comes up, and then he's like fixing some of the merchandise, right? And then I ask him, I'm like, hey, do you like Angry Birds?
I don't think he's ever gotten that question before.
I don't think so either.
don't-
I don't think so either. So he looks at me, he's like, do you mean the games, the job, the franchise? And I'm like, I mean just like Angry Birds in general. Like, do you like Angry Birds? And he's like, oh.
I like the job.
Yeah. He's like, I like the job.
Yeah.
Can I ask how much? Do you like Angry Birds like a lot, or?
Like Angry Birds, the brand, and like Angry Birds stuff.
I think like
I
the
like
game.
the job. I don't
Oh.
like the Angry Birds stuff. You know?
Okay. And then I'm like, oh, and it's like, I mean, dude, who the fuck is buying all this shit? And I'm like, oh hell no, oh hell no.
He's talking about grown man.
Yeah. He said he's like, I grew up, and I'm like, oh, so you don't know the names of all the different Angry Birds. You don't know Red or Yellow or Blue or Bomb or Terrence or the Mighty Eagle or the Triplets. Oh, so it's all just me. So it's all in my head. My bad. So, and I'm looking at a shirt. I'm like, oh, I might buy a shirt to like commemorate my time getting the Angry Birds shirt at the Angry Birds Cafe in New York City. And then he's like, who the fuck's buying this shit? And I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not buying it. I can't buy anything after you just said that to me. So, we left, but I did have a really good time, and I'm so happy I get to say that I've been to the Angry Birds Cafe in New York City. It's cool. Is it worth a whole trip to go? Yes, if you have a best friend named Matthew in New York City. But if you don't, I honestly don't think you need to go. Unless you're a huge Angry Birds fan.
Unless you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy everything. I'm gonna sleep in the Angry Birds Cafe.
I mean,
Because they were so comfortable. They had like hammocks,
Oh,
which was
yeah.
so funny, and I was like, this is nice.
they had photo op spots. And I just wish the workers were more passionate about Angry Birds.
I still don't know where this is coming from. Let them make their money. They don't have to. They don't have to know.
I don't know.
What kid is gonna be like?
Can you tell me about
What's your favorite Angry Bird? What's your favorite Angry
and
Bird?
why is it Terrence?
Oh yeah, and you know Matthew didn't even know who Terrence was.
No.
I told Matthew, I was like, I'm not upset right now, but I would be so much more happy if they liked Angry Birds. But yeah, I guess that's just a me issue. Anyway, so after that, then we